Hello, everybody. I am Levi Jackson, writer and director of Love Lost, and thank you for coming down to the Facebook page for Love Lost. Thank you. Come here for all updates on progress for the for actual post production, and for updates on what film festivals we're getting into, what film festivals we're trying to get into, and other updates like that. First off, second off, I want to make sure I want to hit everybody involved in the project with a thank you, and a little bit of what I'm thankful for. Guess we'll start with cast. Johnny San Martin, playing the role of Jess. Thank you for coming out. Thanks for everything, man. You nailed the character. I think you pretty much nailed the character. Kind of full of himself, but with charisma, and you were able to pull that off beautifully. It felt really, really authentic. So thank you for that. Chris Paradise Daniels. Thank you, playing the role of Mike. The vulnerability that you were able to show for the character, I think pushes the short to the next level. You were able to be vulnerable when the character needed to be, and you were able to be forceful and sort of coming into his own when the character needed to be. And those were the things that I wanted to make sure were being shown by this character. And you pulled it off beautifully, man. Thank you. Jessica Mullen as Jennifer. Thank you. You were pretty much perfect. No complaints from me. From the, I believe you said this was your first, shoot, and I couldn't believe how quickly you picked it up. When the character needed to be, playful and flirtatious, you were just that. And when the character needed to be somber and in a mood where she wasn't sure what she needed to do, she was confused on certain things and felt bad about certain things, you were exactly that. So I hope that you work on more. I hope you continue to do this, and hopefully you had fun on the set and it's something you want to continue to do. Aaron, playing the role of Guy. You were perfect for that, man. You were just as annoying as we needed you to be, and just as suave as we needed you to be. We needed you to be annoying and suave at the same time, and you pulled it off. And we kind of had an idea that you'd be able to do that when you did it at the audition, the table read. So thank you for coming out, and thank you for portraying that. Because that character actually is important. We need to understand why things happened. And without giving too much away, your character is kind of the thing that gets the ball rolling downhill, so to speak. So thank you for that. Let me see. So now we go on to crew. I got to thank we'll start with my producers. So we got Anthony Duran. Once again, Anthony, you went above and beyond the call of duty, as you do on most shoots. But I appreciate it a whole lot. I want to make sure you understand and realize that. From paying people, from the financial aspect to getting the food, lighting, you wore all types of hats on this shoot, and pretty much just like every other shoot that you do. You're all over the place, and so for that I thank you. Michael, you kept us moving, man. I said it before that your involvement in this short, in this production, in this project, made it faster and more efficient and playing up and down better than my previous shoot for Ounces, and that's due to you. As a man, not only that, but you were pretty much the casting director. You brought pretty much the whole crew and cast together. So thank you for that. What else we got? So we got. So let's go. Let's go over to Mark. Mark, behind the cameraman, you're a beast. I want to make sure you realize that. From setting up shots to actually getting to the shoulder rig and having to do shoulder rig shot after shoulder rig shot to the point where I'm sure your arms were tired. Like I said before, like I said, man, you were a monster on the camera, a monster behind the camera. So thank you for that. Sam, thank you for coming out and doing the sound. A lot of people don't realize how important sound is on a shoot, and a lot of people say that they realize how important sound is on a shoot, but I firsthand have experienced bad sound on a project, and I will say that it is still, for some reason, completely underrated getting a good sound guy. So I'm glad that we had you, to put work in on the sound, and I'm sure that the project will benefit greatly from your presence on the set. Also, let me throw in Seth, because you did some work on sound. That wasn't the only thing you did, but thanks, Seth, for your work on the sound, because, like I said, for Sam, sound is very, very, very important, and without good sound, the project fails. Point blank, period. But Seth, you were also all over the place, man. Whatever we needed you to do, you were there, putting the work in. So, and you did the same thing for Ounces. So I thank you for coming out again and helping me out on this one. Sherry, thank you not only for the still photography, which I've seen some of the pictures there are very nice, but thank you for your work on the slate and your work on getting the food prepared for lunch on our first day, on our first day of shooting. Thank you for that. Let me see who else is there. Teresa, I didn't get your friend's name, the one that you brought by on the second day, but thank you two. There are shots that would have been tough to difficult to impossible if it wasn't for you and your work on makeup. I hope you found something that you enjoyed. I hope you continue to do more projects, and hopefully, we could work together on another project, or you could work on another one of Mike's project or Anthony's project. So thank you for that. And not sure who else there is. I don't want to leave anybody out. Okay. It would be stupid of me to fail to mention my mother, Robin Jackson, who helped in a ridiculous amount of ways. 2 locations were locked down and were able to be used because of my mother, Robin Jackson. Then she put work in on getting the food together for the second day, and she helped out with the finances. So for that, Mom, I thank you. Round of applause for Robin Jackson. Round of applause for. Hold on, let me call you back. Round of applause for Robin Jackson. Also, I cannot forget to mention my father, Daryl Jackson, who also helped me out with finances. Long story short, my job's not in a good place right now. So I was able to ask them for help, and they both helped me out. And they deserve credit for that. anyway, so they both, Daryl Jackson, my father, helped me out with finances because, long story short, my job is not where it's supposed to be right now. That's a long other story that I don't want to get into right now. But I needed financial help. I asked both my mom and my dad for some money, and they helped out a lot. So thank you, Daryl Jackson. And I think it's important to thank God for giving me talent, for giving the people on the cast talent, for giving the people on the crew talent, and for helping us find each other, bringing us together to achieve a common goal and actually accomplish it. That can't be overlooked. So, and that's that. Like I said before, this is the Facebook page for Love Lost. Stay here for updates on film festivals, updates on the progress of the film as it goes through post-production. I am the writer and director Levi Jackson. Thank you for stopping by.